Hey guys, it's your girl Shaganda Young back with another vlog. So right now I'm finna do my second final. Oh, this is my final for my multicultural class, my multicultural counseling class. Yeah, I don't have to do it today, but it opened this morning. So from today, December 12th to December 16th. Is when the exam will be open from. So I don't have to do it today, but I'm gonna do it today and get it out the way. It's only 20 questions. So yeah. Also, I have this portfolio that was literally due on the 10th, right? So it's for a class called Practicum Internship, which they, as y'all know, they place us somewhere for us to get experience, to get in the field, because we gotta do stuff. We got, like I said before, we have to have like 300 to 1,000 hours before we graduate by next year, right? So my practicum class is 100 hours. So far I have 150. I racked up on 50 hours because after that, when I was done working with that lady at her private practice, I then started working on campus with the people, the students with intellectual disabilities that I've always been working with since last year before I even had the practicum class what's that, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm trying to see, but so I will be doing more, getting more hours in because I'm going to actually start this job. It's a ticket to work program. It's like job placements. I told y'all about that before. I filled out that application like multiple times. So finally, I had to read, like I told you, I had to keep redoing this paper that they wanted me to do, keep answering this question and giving what signature and all this other shit. But it finally went through. I start my training on December 18th from 3 to 4. It's over on Zoom. And I guess after that is when I fully be able to start. So, yeah. But for specifically for this class, for the internship class, I have to have my timesheets. I have to have certain documents that the person at the private practice or whatever had to fill out. So before I left, I sent my timesheets and my paperwork, the evaluations to the lady. I sent all of that to the lady. And for 3 times I emailed her and it bounced back immediately. So I'm like, are you purposely blocking my emails? Because, and it was just like an unprofessional setting because I didn't like the way how she was talking to some of the workers there, like some of the interns. That's just me. Everybody else can, can have that thing where they're able to just accept how somebody's talking to them. Me, no. I mean, well, I had to do it until I promise y'all, once I was able to complete my 100 hours, I did not go back because I felt like she was so inconsiderate of my time. She would be like, we would go see her and then she would tell us stuff and say she told us this stuff, but she never said, not once told us this, because I met with her because in my class, my professor didn't have my email, so I wasn't getting anything from the class. So I'm like, is the professor taking a long time to post on the blackboard? But then I find out they was not sending anything to me. So I was put in my internship late. I was supposed to start literally the first day of school, August 26th, but I didn't start my internship until basically September 14th, where I had to go out of way to travel to an elementary school in a whole state that I'm not from. But I did it, and it was like 45 minutes away from where I was at. I was able to find a bus that took me straight down to the school and took me from the school straight down back to where I was staying at off campus, and I was grateful for that. I was able to conduct like one counseling session, and I was able to sit in a counseling session. I was able to like do certain things, like I was able to learn a little bit, and then the thing was I had 19 hours left and I was supposed to be trained. Like you had 19 hours left to train me, but you taking these days off. So technically I don't have to come back because you took these days off and these days was given to me so easily. That shit didn't make no sense to me. And then I'm telling you, I have class on Tuesday from 4 to 5 and you want me to come at 3 because the kids come at 4. So when I come at 3 and then you're not here, you said you're going to be here by 3. 30 so I could meet with one of the students, and for those 10-20 minutes I'm gonna get my little counseling session in so I could get that experience. And then you get mad at me because I didn't tell you. First of all, I shouldn't have to call you to tell you that I'm here. When you said you was coming at 3, you should have already been here. I got here by 2:30. That didn't make no sense to me, but that's not where I was trying to go with that. But you know, kind of, sort of. The lady didn't sign no paperwork, because I would have been had this paperwork signed and stuff, where, and I would have sent it to my professor, because she's obviously the instructor of the class, and she needs to sign all the paperwork, all the documents, so that we could put it in our portfolio, so that way. But then she has a whole nother class, and this is her first time even teaching these 2 classes. But the other class that she's teaching, I took that class last year online, so it's like this is a new thing for her, and it's so much, and it's like this is one of the assignments that I did last year. It was like 52 pages, and she got to go through every single person's page, no matter, it's probably like a whole bunch of students in that class. So now it's like she got all this stuff to grade, and then mind you, the portfolio is due on December 10th, so I'm like, okay, I'm emailing her. I sent it to the other lady that I was doing the Tuesday and Wednesdays with, and I sent it to her, all that other stuff for her to sign it, so that I could already have it in my thing, so I could just put it in my portfolio. She never signed it, so when I sent it all to her so she could sign it, she said, oh, I can't sign this. You have to do, but I sent this to you since October. Why didn't you tell me that in October, so that I could have not have waited all this time for you to. I don't like waiting last minute to do my shit, and I don't like missing deadlines to get shit done, especially when I was like, well, I've been emailing her and she hasn't been responding to me, but other people have been emailing her and she's been responding to them, giving them extensions, but nobody has given me a fucking extension date. So if I don't do well. I don't do well when people take a long time to respond to me when they could have responded to me before. You responded to everybody else but me. I don't do well like that. I don't like waiting last minute for my stuff to be done. I would like to receive A's because I know I did the work and I know I did it correctly. I don't want no B's. Nothing out of ordinary for my work was B worthy. I deserve an A because all my shit is A worthy. You get what I'm trying to say? In every single class, I put the work in. The fuck? So it's just like, and they said you have until Friday, but I was never given an extension day, so. And then I asked, the portfolio has to look a certain way. So I asked for some of my classmates, when y'all finish with your portfolio, can y'all send it to me so I could see how it looks, so I can make sure I have everything. They said, okay, they don't have everything. They don't have everything all together too. And I'm like, yeah, well, she didn't sign any of my documents yet. She said they waiting on that shit too. So it's like, why are you so late with everything? But when the grades, I just need to know when all the grades need to be done, be in by. And my thing is, the lady that I work with, she literally, like, I feel like, help her out. Sign the paperwork for her. Like, sign it, send it to her. And I need to make sure all my shit is intact, because I'm trying to get my 4.0. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm about to take this test while I'm watching this show called No Good Deed on Netflix. It's a series. It's interesting. I'll come back to y'all when I'm done though. Y'all, I'm back. So I finished my test like 2 hours ago. I was watching this new show called No Good Deed on Netflix. It was really interesting. Like, from the first episode, it showed that there was this couple. They had a daughter and a son, but the son died. But then they kept making it seem like either one of the parents killed the child, or it was the uncle. It was either one of those 3 people that did it. But then by the last episode, I think it was maybe the 6th episode, then it was like the sister did it. But it was the fact that the son was going around in the neighborhood, fucking breaking into the neighbors' houses. So he running back home with the thing covered on his face. How the fuck people supposed to know you're not a You're not robbing the place. So when the daughter shot, she assumed she killed her brother. But in the last episode, we find out that she didn't kill her brother. She shot at him but missed. That's why the shell casing of the gun was on the floor. It never hit him. But they found another bullet that wasn't from the gun that they had in the house. And the gun belonged to the mother. So it was like, it made it seem like the mother, because she was so distraught that she shot her son thinking he was somebody else. But it never once occurred that it was the father, because it was like, you could always tell he didn't have that type of guilt in his body. It was just the mother she never once left the house since it happened or anything. So it was like shit. She always slept in his room, went in his room, talking about something. If you can hear me, leave a sign. That was the type of shit. So, but it was, all in all, it was good. I feel like the writing could have been a little bit better. They made it seem like the fucking uncle was all this big bag and person, and then he held a grudge on her brother. That's why he was treating his brother so bad. First of all, I'm trying to even figure out how he went to jail for drugs. He went to jail for drugs. But then they made it seem like when he came out, he went to jail for something that he didn't do. And then when he came out, what he went in jail for had completely nothing to do with whatever happened at the house with the son. So when he came out demanding $80,000 from his fucking brother, that was just like, oh, so is he like owed that money, or did he like? No, nigga, he was a drug addict that went to jail, and he felt like he was owed something, but then he was still on drugs. The house that the family was living in was the house that was passed down to the younger brother, which was Paul. The older brother was Mikey, who got out of jail. He was like, no, the house belonged to me. I don't know why dad left it to him in the first place. He the reason why I'm all fucked up. Basically, the younger brother Paul was doing shit to his older brother, but then the older brother would say he was doing it, and the little brother would be like, no, he's lying, he's lying, he's lying. So ultimately, he was getting abused and whipped on by the dad, because the little brother was actually doing the shit, but he wasn't going to believe the little brother. I wonder where their mother was at. I don't know. I was skipping through the show because it was like, so some of the scenes were so fucking pointless. Like, there was this one couple who was insufferable. The one girl, she was a lawyer, and like, she wanted the house so bad, so she like, oh, there was a murder in there. I'm a lawyer. I'm gonna figure out how the fuck you gonna go look up the autopsy of somebody's child of the house that you're trying to buy. It was no boundaries, no type of fucking boundaries at all. The fucking brother, Paul, his name was Paul. He was scared of his older brother. And I'm like, you look like you could whoop his ass. Just punch him a little bit. Just punch him around a little bit. You know, you got it. It was just very interesting all around. I was trying to wait till my sister got home so we could watch it together. I mean, we could watch it together and not just don't say shit. But she probably not even going to be interested in it because it's so fucking stupid and it moves so slow. That's just my personal opinion. I need to take this out. Y'all, the red is cute. Barely red is cute. But I like blonde a lot. You can see my hair is growing out already. Just a little bit. I did my hair like the day before Thanksgiving because we went to go to the movies. I think we went to the movies. Yeah, we went to the movies on a Tuesday. We went to go see Venom. But that's neither here or there. I'm watching one of my favorite movies, Fast Five. I used to watch this shit so much that I knew the words. And the favorite scene is coming up. The train scene. When they hijacked the train and it was federal agents on there. And honestly, not even gonna lie, I feel like when Paul Walker died, they should have just actually killed his character in the movie, but then played a tribute to him in the next movie in the beginning credits. Because when it came back that Dominic had fucking went rogue and flipped sides because of Cypher, it shit didn't make no sense. They talk about some Brian would know what to do. Nigga, Paul is dead. Paul is gone. There is no Brian. No hypotheticals. There was some no. We said we was gonna leave them out of it, and then did all of that for Mia to come back in the movie. So Mia came back. Where Brian? Where the kids at? That shit didn't make no sense. Like, you just didn't make no type of fucking sense. So I'm like, alright, I guess. But this movie, the last movie that's coming out will be the last movie in history. It's like part, what, 8 or 9? 10? This just kept this shit going. Like, I understand the plot and stuff like that. It's like, it's not just street racing. It's, first of all, street racing is illegal. So, Brian is a cop. Dominic Toretto went to jail for beating a man half to death with a socket wrench, right? Because that man killed his father. And then on top of that, now they got a fucking brother. From the last one that came out, what's John Cena played the fucking brother? Like, they never even said nothing about him. That's why it never made no sense. It was like, but then it was like the brother was the reason why the father died, and and Dominic told the brother to go away and never come back, and he did, or something like that. The father was like trying to cheat, because the father was a car racer. He was trying to cheat or something. I forgot what the plot, the beginning of the plot was, and then the brother went and told what was happening, and then the guy ran the car into their father. The father died, but then he was seeing it, and then he overheard the brother talking about it, and then he's fighting his brother, and then he confronted the brother, and then the brother was like, it was me who told, and then he just beat the guy half to death with the socket wrench, and that's what his ass went to jail for. He got out. He was on parole, I think, and then Brian was sent to, like, undercover cop. Fucking, what's his name? The one that died? Vince. Vince was in the first movie. He was telling Dominic the whole time, he's an undercover cop. He is an undercover cop. He is an undercover fucking cop. And he didn't find out until the end, but it was racing to try to get Dominic to stop before the fucking train. But then it was like Dominic then was torn in between because he really liked Dominic's sister Mia and stuff. He really liked Mia, and he didn't want, like, he wanted Mia so bad that he wanted to respect her brother, and then they formed a brothership. I'm just like, so street racing and crime, like, I mean, they go hand in hand, and then all of a sudden they formed the fucking Avengers. He got whole crews from the first movie, the second movie, the third movie. Third movie is Tokyo Drift with fucking Han and stuff like that. But then at the end of the Tokyo Drift, it was a car crash, but they never showed what happened in the car crash until Fast and Furious 6. And then, I don't know, Jason Statham, his character came, and it showed that he was the one who crashed the car in the third movie and killed Han. But then Han came back alive. Like, Han was never dead. And then in Fast and Furious 6 or 7, one of those, they was on the airplane. Giselle fell from the fucking airplane. And then all of a sudden, she's alive. Everybody's alive but Paul Walker, basically. Because everybody else can come back to life. He can't. He really dead. It just didn't make, it started just making no sense. Like, I'm here, but I'm not there. Just stop. Just fucking stop. All I like is when Tyrese was like, ejectocito, cuz. Mind you, Tyrese be doing his thing with the movies. I feel like I say this shit all the time. Every single time I watch Transformers, I say this shit. That man can sing and that man can act. I think he sing better than he can act. But he make a lot of money when it comes to box office. You put that nigga in a movie, Tyrese, who? Give me my awards, motherfuckers. Like, come here, baby boy. He was in every movie of the Transformers except for, I think, Age of Extinction and the ones after that. The first, second, and third Transformers. I think maybe the fourth one. I'm not sure if he was in Age of Extinction, but I know Transformers 1, 2, and 3. He was in. And then, ooh, that dude that kicked out and he hit the pole. And then Tyrese was in Too Fast, Too Furious. Fast and Furious. Fast 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 Fast and Furious movies. And then, him and Paul Walker were very close. Him, Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, they were all very close. But I think when Paul Walker died, Tyrese was like, his emotional state went crazy. And then after that, he just, that was, your close friend like that, you did like 8 movies with by that time. Crazy. Yo, they crashed the fucking car into the train. That shit about to blow. Look, I know y'all seen this movie before, but it just... And what's even more crazy? Me talking to y'all about the movies like I've never seen it before. Anyways, I'm trying to see what I could do with my hair. I want to do bantu knots, but bantu knots fucking hurt. I don't got time. I need a retouch. If I be like, I want to do my hair another color, my sister be like, yeah, do black. Like, what's wrong with me wanting to color my hair? Nothing about me coloring my hair is unprofessional. Me having a different color hair don't got nothing to do with how I conduct work, it just don't make sense to me as to why people can't do what they want to their hair. Like, you just being creative. I can't be creative any other way, so I'm gonna be creative with my hair. It's just like dyeing your hair, putting on a fucking blonde wig, but except my actual hair is blonde. And it's not even like black people can actually be born with blonde hair, red hair. Like, I'm just confused with everybody's fucking confused at. I want those seeds so bad. I should have bought 4 bags. Maybe 5. I would have had 3 and should have had 2. Yeah. But that's what I wanted to say. I was telling y'all about that. And I was a little excited because my movie is on. We'll see what my sister gonna do. She coming home from work. What I really want is to go to the beauty salon, the beauty parlor, the Dominicans, and get a washing set and trim. I don't give a fuck how short my hair is. If my hair stop right here, I don't care. As long as it's trimmed. Lord Farquaad in the building. So yeah. Alright, but let me go ahead and watch this movie. I'll get back up with y'all later. I think it's 9:59. It's about to be 10 o'clock in exactly a couple seconds. So, bye. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, update with the portfolio. And the professor not responded to me. So, I just realized that she wasn't going to respond until I fully sent the portfolio to her. But my thing was, my way of thinking was, I know she needed to fill out the documents, like sign my documents and stuff like that. Already had one person sign it, the person who I was doing my internship with. Already had her sign it. So, all right, let me send my timesheets to my professor so she can sign it. And then when she send it back to me, I'm going to put it in the portfolio. No. What she wanted was for us to take the timesheets, everything that we had, even the discussions that we had for the class, even for the questions that we did for the presentation. We had to answer 10 questions for the presentation that we did based off of how the person responded, if they felt comfortable, what therapy we use. I did person-centered therapy. That's when you focus more so like what they want to do. how they're gonna do it, how they're gonna move forward with doing it, the way they're going to do it, things of that nature. So I put everything that was needed into into the portfolio, and I signed everything on the checklist and stuff. And then because she wasn't responding to me when I was emailing her the stuff, so I'm like, why is she not responding? So then I just put everything in the portfolio and then sent it to her, literally like hours ago, and then she responded. I called my mother immediately. I was like, Mom, remember when I told you that I was emailing the professor and she wasn't responding back to me? She was like, yeah. I said, why I put everything in the portfolio and sent it to her and then she emailed me? Like, she gave instructions, but you know how you don't know. You got to specify the instruction. Not you have to specify the instructions. You can give certain instructions, but if you didn't sign the paperwork beforehand, how are we supposed to know if everything has to be signed before putting it in the portfolio? So that's why I want the clarification need to come in. But yeah, because when we had class, none of this was even said. So I was listening, but none of this was being said. But yeah, so got that out the way. That was the last thing I needed to hand in. So now I'm just waiting on my grades and stuff like that. And then if anything is missing, she would let me know, and then I would send it in or something like that. Or she'll just add it to the zip file that we have to do. I don't understand why we have to do a zip file. But that's neither here or there. But what I really came on this camera to say was I just finished watching this animated Christmas movie called That Christmas. It just dropped on Netflix, I think, a couple days ago. But when I'm in a Christmas spirit, when I actually sit down and watch Christmas movies. Because whenever it's Christmas time, if I'm not in a Christmas spirit, I'm not watching Christmas movies. I done watched like 8 Christmas movies. I done watched this Christmas movie with China and McClane and Romeo. That's 1. I watched Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, so that's 3 altogether. I watched another Christmas movie that was 4. That's probably not 8. I watched this Christmas movie. That's 5. Well, and then I watched like 2 more with my sister, like, I think 2 weeks ago. No, a week ago, because I've been home for a month. So, well, it just literally made a month on the 14th, because I came home, I went straight to my mother's house November 14th, and then yeah. But, I don't ever whenever it comes to Christmas sometimes, I haven't really been in the Christmas spirit that much because I would never really sit and watch Christmas movies. I don't even think I watched any Christmas movies last year, to be honest with you. I just feel like it needs some snow in order to top it off. This is a very crazy segue into this next topic, but I was just thinking about, the guy, Luigi, who, unfortunately unalive, the CEO. And I have to say, I feel like because the CEO was unalive and he was the CEO of United Healthcare, I feel like whoever is going to step into his role is going to go downhill from that. I think because of that situation, they are going to be petty and start cutting certain people off of the healthcare. Because so a lot of people who don't get food stamps, EBT SNAP, you know, um, they get this thing called OTC through United Healthcare. So it's it comes, I think, once a month, like regular SNAP benefits. And I feel like they're gonna start taking that away, and that could be any people's only source of getting groceries, right? So I don't. I just thought, honestly, I thought about that earlier. I think an hour ago, I sat there and thought about that, and I'm like, with the way that things are going, with now having Donald Trump as a president again, and he's going to take away the Department of Education. He's taking away health care. He appointed Robert F. Kennedy Junior to women's health, like to take over. Like none of this shit is making any sense. The groceries aren't going down. It's shit's gonna be higher. And these are the things that these people voted for. And they said, no, he don't he's not gonna really do that. He ran his whole campaign saying that he was gonna get rid of these things. Are y'all fucking stupid? Like, and then when you say he's taking away women's healthcare rights, and people are just solely focused on the fact that they just solely focused on abortions, right? So they was like, y'all only want to keep your rights because y'all just want to kill babies and stuff. First of all, it's not a fucking baby. It's not. It's not. It's. I need y'all to go back to school, but that's not even what I just is like. So much shit is about to happen, and so much shit is about to unfold. It's not even fucking funny. This kid actually is like really insane. But that's what they voted for. And now they see what's about to happen and they like, what? I can't believe he's gonna do this. Like, what do you mean you can't believe? He said he was gonna do it. That's what his whole campaign was about. I don't know. But I really came on here. I don't know why I went into this healthcare hole. I just thought about it and then I went into Donald Trump. I shouldn't even have said nothing about that man. That type of energy just needs to be thrown in the river and buried away. But I really came on here to be like, because that movie was really, really beautiful and cute to me. That is called That Christmas. It was really, really cute. I liked it. And then I also watched that new movie that came out called Carry On with the boy that was in Kingsman. The Secret Circle. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Eggsy. That was his name in the movie. And I think his father was a part of the Secret Service or something like that. But it was really good. I think it was really good. I feel like something is on my eye. I don't know what I'm about to do. I don't know if I'm about to find something else to watch on my iPad or if I'm just gonna lay here and look through. Oh no, I'm actually gonna watch this vlog. So peace out. I'll be back. I just came on here to say, so I'm watching Yellowstone and I'm telling y'all right now, Yellowstone has been coming on since like 2018, 2019. It's got like 5 seasons. I watched maybe the first episode. I watched the first episode, didn't watch it no more, and then I went back and I watched I think it was season 4, the last episode of season 4, and season 5. That's the episodes when the Duttons were like hit, like they got ambushed and they tried to kill Kevin Costner's character, John Dutton, the head of the family. Those, I promise you, those are the only 3 episodes I have watched. And then I'm like, okay, well I know they had canceled the show, but then they did the first 12 episodes from November 2022, and the last episode of that half was like January 2023, right? And then the last couple episodes for season 5 didn't start coming back on until November 2024, and it's about to end. This the last episode that I'm watching, and I'm like, and what's so crazy, because I'm like, I'm watching the show, but it's like the show is moving too slow for me. But then I feel like when you watch it after all the crazy shit that has happened, it's like now I could watch it. Season 1, 2, and 3 didn't have nothing really going on besides the fact that Monica and Casey was having a kid, and then kids was fighting. They pushed her. She fell. She hit her head, and then she lost the baby. And then she was so close to having another baby. She got into a car accident, And literally the baby was born, but then he died. It's like they just keep, especially Monica and Casey, they just keep going through these little stages where they have these hiccups and stuff. It's like they good, but then they bad, and then it goes bad. And then I'm not sure what tribe Monica comes from, but it's like just as much as the Duttons, it's just like that with her side of the family. So it's like very two powerful thing, and they've been trying to get the Duttons to give up their ranch and all this other stuff. And then so he has it's like it's Jamie, Beth, and Casey. I believe Casey is the youngest. And then Beth is the only girl. I'm not sure if she's older than Jamie, but if she's not older than Jamie, she might be the middle child. I think Jamie is older than her. But the thing was, Jamie is not John Dutton's biological son. I think he was just they shared the mother. Beth and Casey and Jamie shared a mom, and then the father just raised him and stuff. So the whole hit the first time behind the family, it was Jamie, his biological dad. And you know, Jamie gets to these things like he's very scared of his family. Like he tries so hard to please his family, do everything he can the right way, and they treat him like shit. Rightfully so, because the things that he did to Beth was unexplainable and stuff like that. In his mind, he thought he was doing the best thing he did when helping her, but then realized he didn't do the right thing. So she held a grudge against him, and she resented him so long that she started to hate him. And anytime she got a chance, she basically whooped his ass. Basically, I mean, he had a kind-like relationship with Casey. It wasn't no beef, no bad blood with Casey. I don't know. I didn't really watch. I know I think I probably watched more than one episode from the first season, but I don't remember it because it was so long ago. But I think they had like a little cool, respectable relationship. Like they were actually like brothers. But that Beth, she hates Jamie. So, and the thing is, he doesn't have the balls to really be like, you know what, take out my dad, take out John Dutton. And he really couldn't just take out John Dutton, because if you take out John Dutton, that's fucking up the whole ranch. It's a whole bunch of people. John Dutton got right-hand mans. Casey is a livestock. He like a police officer in the area. I think it's like Montana or something like this. So he's like a part of the police force. Like, how can you really do it? But Jamie has this thing where he get easily, like he people please so much that it's easy for people to manipulate him into doing something. And he's a lawyer, so he was the family lawyer. I think Beth was also the family lawyer, but she was also really good with money, like an accountant. She took care of the business stuff. Jamie took care of the lawyer stuff. He knew all the family secrets. If anything happened, he had to get Beth out of jail, Rip out of jail, Casey out of jail. Like he took care of all that stuff. He was in the office. Well, it's better for him to be in the office taking care of all that stuff, and being a DA or things like that, or senator. I don't know. I don't know if he was a senator or anything, but I know it's up in that area where he was in that office doing stuff. And then he wanted to run. This is the last coming up, and this the same guy. This show Yellowstone is Yellowstone. Lioness Special Ops with Zoe Saldana. Landman with Billy Bob Thornton. I think I mentioned it in the last few vlogs. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And then like I said, Tulsa King was Sly. Mayor of Kingstown. Taylor Sheridan done did all these shows. He wrote all of these shows. I'm like I feel like the only show is like a hit or miss. It's starting to get good, but like the whole little, I don't know what's going on with Taylor Sheridan's mind about the relationship with Billy Bob Thornton's character and his daughter and the wife. Oh my God, I swear to God, I definitely think I mentioned this. Every single time they scene comes on, I skip it. No, I didn't mention it on here. I mentioned it on Twitter. I live tweet whenever I watch the show and stuff. They need to actually bring that back. But I'm pretty sure people be live tweeting. That's what I used to do when Snowfall used to come on at 10 o'clock every night. Get the TV, live tweet at the same time when you find out all the things at the same time, and do your opinions that way. That used to be so fun. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Taylor Sheridan mind with this ex-wife and his daughter situation, and it's like man in the house, and then he got her character walking around in her underwear. It's like very inappropriate in the conversations. Like yeah. Everything else can be talked about. He didn't even have to put the daughter in it. Make the daughter go to school or something. Put her in college. Send her away. Do something. She don't need to be there. And the wife. Give the wife a job. Make her go do something. She's so unbearable. Like, it's just insane. But back to Yellowstone. So, Kevin Costner, they wanted him to stay longer and finish out the rest of the season, but he has other obligations to do, as an actor would do. His schedule was tight, right? So they killed him off. But they made it seem like it was the way it went out. He could have went out like they didn't have to make him go out dying. They could have did something. He stepped down and let Jamie go over. Like this, the son Jamie that's not his biological son. He was running for governor, and so was John Dutton. But John Dutton won. He has the powerful pulls like that. And when he getting people on his side, and then Jamie ain't got no choice but to be under him. Like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get away from this man, and I keep having to work up under him. Like, I don't want to. He want to separate himself from the family because, like, I get it. They don't treat him like a normal person. He literally tries his best, and they literally play him like a fucking fiddle. He don't never stand up for himself. But he was working with somebody, and he said something about unaliving his father, and the person went through with it. It was like a contract hit. They got somebody to do it. You know what they do in shows? They pay people to go do something. They did it, but you can't do it on the phone or anything like that because it could trace back to you. Federal time. You took out a governor. All because they want the land, and he's not trying to give up his land, and they want to take that land area, break it down. I think they said they want to put a airport right there. The fuck you want to put like that? And it's like, that goes to show like that. And it's like, I understand that wrench has been in the family for decades. Taylor Sheridan also has, like, he has different shows. It's like 1880, 1885. That's like when it first came to the Duttons and they land and stuff like that. And the Native Americans, I think Monica is Native American. I think she's Native American, yeah. And that, and then it's 1925, when from 18 is the first generation, 1925 is the second generation, and then Yellowstone is like the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh generation. Like, he got shows like that, and it's telling the story that I tried to watch 1880 something. Like 3 episodes and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm confused. But the show is good. The show is really good. But I ain't start watching it until like the last 5 episodes. I started from episode where they killed off Kevin Costner's character, and it's crazy because Beth was on her way back somewhere from seeing her husband rip, and she felt something, and she had to immediately call Casey, like, Casey. And then I don't want to be wrong, but in the episodes it showed that Casey was going through something with Monica from the loss of their son, and it's, I don't want to be wrong. Like, I don't want nobody to look at my video and then be like I said it wrong. But usually Native Americans, I don't know if it's everyone or a certain tribe where they have the long braids. And Monica, she had her braids, like it was like the tradition, and because she lost her son, literally so close to him being born, she got into a car accident and stuff. She lost the baby, and then she cut her braid off, and they was going through, like, they was doing some type of traditional thing But it's like you see I don't know how to explain it. It's like you see a wolf, that means something has happened or something is crossing over. It's a new life, or a new life has a life has been taken. And the night his father was, unalived himself, which they made it seem like he unalived himself, but then they followed up that it was a murder investigation. And then the next day they had to go see the body, and lo and behold, that traditional thing that they was doing led Casey to realizing what that symbol meant and stuff. So yeah, Kevin Costner character was out of there. And then, a lot of people have been saying that Taylor Sheridan literally messed up his legacy by letting Kevin Costner go out like that. But it's like, what other way? Because Kevin Costner is leaving. What other way? It's not going to make sense for him to have a heart attack in the show. Like, you literally just became governor the day before, 2 days ago, and you have a heart attack? No, you got to make it a big scandal. They've been wanting that ranch for the longest, and they've been trying to fight them for that shit for the longest. So to make it a suicide and then follow up with murder charges, I tell you, Casey was hot. Now, I seen Casey get mad in a couple episodes, but I ain't never seen him mad like that. And I'm not even... Casey was on one. But Beth, she immediately knew. Once she seen her dad's body, she said to Casey, it was Jamie. Now, they don't know that he was behind the first attempt because she didn't say nothing. She went and confronted Jamie herself, and she manipulated Jamie into taking out his birth father. Like, it's just so easy for everybody to manipulate Jamie because all he wants to do is to be accepted. That's the people pleaser. He's going to do anything and everything to make sure that people love him. And that he just want to be accepted because he don't know what he did. And it's like, once the mother died, they just started treating him crazy. Like, your mother's not here no more, so now we get to do whatever we can to you. And you ain't got no choice because you in this family, the deepest, darkest secrets. I'm not letting you go. Like, that's what it's given. So he finally went through, like, he gave a hint of what he wanted somebody to do to his father, and he went and did it. But then he didn't really, like, I think he was just expressing how he was feeling, but then he didn't really mean it. And then the girl was like, fuck it, we gonna do it. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. And then he found out. And mind you, the same woman that called in the favor to take out the father, he was having a sexual relationship with her. So it was already, what's that word? A conflict of interest. You're not supposed to be representing somebody, or somebody's working on your staff and you sleeping with them. That's against the rules. Jamie, he did put himself in that fucking situation. So it's not like... And then when he asked the question and she was like, you said it. Did you not think I was going to do it? He was like, I didn't fucking mean for you to do it. Like, I was just figuratively... You know what the word I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm doing a tongue twister right now. A figure of speech. It was a figure of speech. He was like, well, it happened. So, mind you, he called on the person's phone, and as soon as because they met up at his house and spoke about it, as soon as she left, she barely even got up the block. They had to, and when stuff like this happens and it comes out as a murder charge, because she'd seen it in real time when she was at a bar. She's like, fuck, now I have to tie up loose ends. She called on the person that she gave the okay to do this, and they wasn't picking up the phone. She had to dispose of the phone. She had to get a backup phone. She had to call on the phone. Was just calling everybody to tie up loose ends, and she was one of the loose ends because she gave the okay to do it. And she wasn't even down a block from Jamie's house when it happened. She was on the phone with him too. So now you on the phone with her while she getting taken out, and now they gonna come question you because why was she at your house? What were y'all talking about? We can trace the calls. We can hear the call. So now you have to confirm or deny that she told you she was going to take out John Dutton. And if she did, you were an accessory to murder of the governor and your own father. How does that look? And they ain't do nothing but use him. They did it because they knew he was gonna cave to doing it. All you gotta do is say a little bit of words, give him a little drink, and he'll do what you want. This show is good, and I'm mad this is literally the last episode. I'm not sure if it's the series finale, but they did say that once this show ends, they're gonna give Beth and Rip their own show. Now, what they're gonna do in their own show, don't nobody know, but we're gonna figure it out. But it's like, I wonder if Casey, Tatum, and Monica is gonna be on that show too. Are they gonna stay in Montana, or like what they gonna do? But you know who else I need to talk about? Teeter. Her accent is giving scary. It's giving scary, bitch. What are you saying? And she want to go work with this other guy, Travis. That's Taylor Sheridan. He plays Travis on the show. And he gave her money. He was like, go get you some fucking English lessons, because you can't be, you need to speak English when you're working with me. I don't know what the hell you talking about. He talking about some she speaking hillbilly. I mean, I can understand her, but it's like, whenever she starts speaking, I literally just cry and laugh, because why does she sound like that? Like, it's literally insane. Yo. Oh my gosh. It's like my skin be oily or dry. No in-betweens. Alright, let me go so I can finish watching this episode. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I just finished the episode. I think it ended great. I think it ended very well. They're going to do a spinoff with just Beth and Rip, because Rip runs his own ranch. So does Casey with his wife Monica and son Tatum, or it's combined. I'm not really sure. But so I thought that the guy that Casey sold the ranch to for $125 was Monica's dad. I was wrong. That is not her dad. Because I'm like, that's not her dad. That's all I came up here and say. That's not her daddy. I thought that was the daddy. I was wrong. Okay. Good night. Bye.